Hey, I'm Yipley, and this is level 8 Tower 1 in the new Super Mario Bros. DS 90% Speedrun tutorial. This level's pretty darn similar to 1 Tower, except we don't actually have a secret exit to avoid fighting Junior, so we're gonna have to fight him. This level is especially punishing if you miss cycles or fall, so starting out, I recommend that this become your go-to warm-up level, and it should probably be the one you practice the most on starting out. The developmental strat I use here is probably going to be the one that you want to graduate out of into advanced strats first, as it's the largest jump time-wise between the advanced and developmental. Also, if you happen to mess up at some point in the level, you're probably going to need to improvise because the level's very cycle-based, and I can't really help you if you get on the wrong cycle. Alright, with that being said, let's take a look. Alright, like I said, developmental strats here, you probably want to try to graduate out of, but I'll show them nonetheless, just for reference, if you need to keep shell for 8. Okay. So pretty easy starting out, just take the cycles when they come. Here, give the spikes some room because they have really big hitboxes and could hit you even if it looks like they're not going to. Cycles here are pretty bad, so you're just gonna have to wait. There's nothing you can do about it. Also, watch out for this dry bones when you come up. You can kind of wait a little there for him to pass. Okay, here, you see how that block's retracted on the right? We want to get up as soon as possible. But if we do that normally, it doesn't really work. You just can't get enough height. So what we're going to do here is actually put a little momentum into the jump. So we're going to get here, right? And then go up and again, so we can get over that block. So let me show that again. You go up and jump immediately on that one block little thing. What we can do here is crouch to get in. Kill that guy. And you want to wall jump here and hold right. It looks like that spine is going to hit you, but I swear he never will if you hold right after your wall jump. This is easy. Get here whenever it's open. And then you're going to need a wall jump off the left here. You're not going to use this left sliding block platform at all. And you want to get up onto the right sliding block platform. Like that. Wait for the dry bones. And then here you can either get up using the spring, which I kind of failed there, or you could get up using a wall kick, which I'll show. Wall kick's a little faster because you can kill these guys right before you enter, but both are fine. Okay, the fight. Our first hit's going to be casual. We're just going to wait for him to throw the shell, and then we're going to get it and throw it back at him. But the following hits are going to be a little different. What we want to do, we can kill him with a ground pound and a normal jump. So the way that we do that, because right after a ground pound, he goes into an invulnerable state when we can't actually hit him. But there is a little tiny gap between the invulnerability and the vulnerable states that we can actually squeeze a tiny jump in there. So what we're going to do, we're going to hit him with a shell so he lies on the ground, right? And then we're going to want to ground pound him, hold jump so that we go as high as possible off the ground pound because we'll bounce off him because he's an enemy. And then as soon as we land, just do a tiny little jump. And it's like, not this high, just a little pop, something around that height. Just a tiny little jump as soon as you land. So up. And a tiny jump. And you should hopefully kill him with that tiny jump. I'll try to demonstrate it here. So, first off we go casual and wait for him to throw the shell. Here it is. I'm actually going to wait a little bit till we walk to the center of the room just because I don't want to feel the fire first. Okay. Something like that. It looked pretty easy probably, but that's pretty tight, so maybe practice that a little bit. Alright, that's all for developmental. Okay. So, I'm going to show the advanced and world record strats at the same time here. They're probably not... they're not going to be completely similar, but they have a lot of similarities, so I'm just going to show where advanced and world record go off a little bit as I go through. And then I'll do a mock run through at the end so we can see how both of them look like, hopefully, if I do them correctly. Okay. Alright. So what we can do is, at the start here, if you're doing world record, you're going to want to do the second strat that I show. But I'll show both of them, just because some people like doing it the first way. But, alright, so I'll show the first one. It's going to be, we're going to try to make this first cycle here, before everything else. And you're just going to need to go. It's going to be big jumps. Don't leave your jump short because you will fail. And they need to be quick. So you jump here, onto the block, onto those blocks. You just keep, the jumps just flow. You just need to memorize that jump sequence. There's nothing really I can say. Practice that. That's going to be weird. And then the other strat of doing it, which is actually preferred because it gives you a fire flower, is we're going to go to the right of the first few blocks and hit them as we go. So the visual cue for this is, okay, so the sliding block here, right? When it's around there, it's almost flush with the wall, not quite, but you can actually, if you don't move off the start, don't move at all, you can do a full jump as soon as that starts, or run and do a full jump. And you should make it just on. So as you do that, you full jump, and you press and hold left as you land and immediately jump again so that you can hit the question mark block to get the fire flower. I'll try to show that, and then you're just going to need to keep going up and make sure you don't bonk. I did not get it because I came out of a pause. I'll show it again. Oh, another benefit of this is with the other strat, you get blocked by the red block. But if you go to the right, you never do. I messed it up again. Wow, that's odd of me. Excuse me for my idiocy. Okay. Should get it this try. It's not that hard. There we go. And then make sure you don't bonk on that jump from the moving block all the way up. You can definitely like clip that little step up. So don't, or well, not clip into it, but you can touch it. So make sure you don't. Okay, next thing, watch out for the spikes. You can make this cycle. It's not that bad. Don't run in, that's why you don't run into the spikes. They hurt. And the hitboxes are big. But yeah, you can make that cycle. Okay. Show it all again. Quick little first stage there. And then make it onto that cycle. Looks a little tight, it's not that bad. Okay, here. We're gonna want to do the momentum jumps again. But this time, we're gonna do a trick called cycle skip, where you skip a cycle. Crazy, I know. But you have the option of doing this. If you're just moving into advanced strats, probably don't. It's hard. It only saves 5 seconds and requires a lot of practice to do correctly. But I'm going to show it nonetheless. So if you don't want to go for it, just skip it. But yeah. Okay. So we're going to want to momentum jump like usual and then delay ourselves so that we don't just fall. I'll show you what happens if you don't delay. No, I won't, because I missed the cycle again. Who would have figured? But it should look something like this. If you don't delay, you'll just go and then fall and die. And that's not good. We don't want to fall and die. Oops. So instead, we delay ourselves by actually jumping up so that we hit a block that's further to the right, so that we travel farther in that little enclosed space up there. So I'll try to show that. Just showing the first option there, just to mix it up. Okay. So we want to jump here, and then jump again, and then it's pretty tight, but we're going to need to jump into that 1 block gap and not hold jump too long, or else we're going to go into the spikes. I messed it up here just because I morphed to pause, but yeah. So we're doing medium jump, do all that, and then it's really just you just got to do it. There's no real visual cue, you just jump in and hope you get it. But once you are in there, if you do it correctly, once you're halfway through the spikes, you can actually release run and then press down. And you should slow to a stop right at the end, because if you keep holding run, you're just going to keep going and hit the spikes at the end, and that's not good. So what you can do is slow down by releasing run and pressing down after you release run. Don't Or wait. Yeah, I think so. I'll just show it off. But I'm not going to get it that time because I did the thing. Let me try to show it again. So jump up here. And then press down. And you can just stop right in the right spot. You can go over that cycle if you want, but you don't need to. That one's pretty tight. Don't do what I just did. You can just do the normal stuff here. Wall kick there. You can actually jump over that dry bones. Little speed tech thing. And then do the normal stuff here with the wall kick usually. The cycles will line up better. I just messed up because I was demonstrating stuff. Okay. Bowser Jr. kills. I'm going to try to show off the beginner's strat somewhat. The medium strat. But no guarantees I'll get it just because I don't know how to completely do it because I just do the advanced whatever world record strats. But the main point of it is there's a moving block on the right side of Junior's little stage, and you want to jump onto that off the start so that you can get into shell. And then once you are in shell, you're going to quickly jump again and hit the wall, and then hopefully hit the left side of Junior to stun him. And then from there you can do the ground pound normal jump thing. And yeah, hopefully that should kill it. I'll try to show it off. No guarantees, but you can kind of see the general pattern of it even if I don't get it. But yeah, you're going to bounce off the right wall here. Like that. And then ground pound, tiny jump. And boom. That's a somewhat safe way to kill him. It's not the best. I'm going to show off something else. But yeah, you can do that. Alright, now I'm going to give you a run through the level real quick, and then do the world record strats for killing. So, what I'd probably recommend is learning that like at 2320 or lower level. Just because it's not the worst trick in the world, but it is kind of hard. So yeah, here's Cycle Skip for you. Kind of janky, gotta hold down. But anyways, okay. So the main trick to this is that Bowser Jr. is actually slightly invulnerable right before the fight, just because he starts in a standing up state. And what we want to do is actually get to him before he turns invulnerable. And the way that we do that is we can just run and jump. But it's not that simple. Because he gets in his shell so quick, we need to actually hit him on the left side of his hitbox. But we also need to hit him on the top just so we, hit him. So imagine this door was his hitbox real quick. We want to hit him like top left corner where that little dot is, little bolt in the door. We want to hit him right about there. And the way that we do that is we'll start around here or something, and we want to run for about one block. You'll see it on the floor. And then jump like a medium-sized jump right into that spot. And if you do it right, you'll hit him. So yeah, but that's not all. Once you hit him, because you need to hit him 3 times to actually kill him, it's too precise. There's no good setup to hit him with a ground pound for 2 hits at once. So what we do is just 3 jumps. But once again, it's not that simple. So you get the first hit. That's the hardest hit. Do that, whatever. Hardest hit. And then you'll spring up and do a medium-sized jump, or well, not medium, like a short medium thing as you land, and then hold A again as you hit him, and then do another short medium jump, like at the beginning. We're not going to ground pound this time, because the first jump we can't hit him with the ground pound fast enough. So yeah, I'll try to demonstrate that now. Like that. So yeah, that first jump is really precise, so that's kind of why I went quiet. It's focusing. But yeah, you gotta hit him on the top left of his hitbox, do the jumps, get some kills, and that's how you do 8 tower. So yeah, bit of a hard level, but you'll get there with enough practice. So yeah, 8 tower.
Yes!
Yo?
Yes, I did it! Yes! Yes! Let's go!